Hello, my fearless ones. How is everyone doing today? Excuse my little neon deal. It's like the little bug trapper. Sometimes little things fly in the air that you can barely see, but they kind of annoy you. So I put them here so they can catch little, I don't know, little gnats and whatnot. But and if you don't know what that is, it even catch flies. And I have even found a spider or two at my house on one of these. So I will leave the link below. I have them here in the office and in my house and the plug in next to my bed because just in case something is crawling at night, it just, yeah, okay. So welcome back. Today is the 24th. And if I haven't already said that, because I went kind of off somewhere else real quick, and this is week number 8 for my Zepbound GLP-1 injection treatment, Tirzepatide, all of those names, one product. Just to give you a recap, this is going to be week number 4 on 5 milligrams. My first 2 weeks, I kind of messed up with the dosage because I caught myself splitting it, not knowing that I'm assuming that the body kind of becomes, I don't know what word to look for right now, but adjust or immune to the 2.5. So if you're looking to start this prescription, the doctor will start you on 2.5 and gradually raise your dosage. And I guess it's based off tolerance level. That's what I wanted to say. So tolerance level. Beside the last 2 weeks, I haven't really seen any weight loss on the scale, but look at this ring. It used to be tight and now it's wiggly. I can move these rings on all of my fingers and they fit. And that actually tell you about the inflammation. Look at my fingers. Like no inflammation, no swelling, right? I do, if you sit for a long period of time, your body tend to have a little inflammation in your legs, and that's anyone. So you should stand up every hour just to move around and walk if you sit in the office most of the day, like myself. But I have a walking pad in my other office that I got from Amazon. So even if I can't get to the gym, I still get up and walk if I can. And sometimes I'm just walking around the office. So we have to always keep our blood flowing and moving around no matter what size we are, no matter what age we are. Okay. So, what else? This is just me talking about my weight loss journey. I don't have you know, a, what they call it, a PowerPoint and things like that. I feel energetic. I feel good. My skin seems to be happy right now. So I don't know if this is what it is or just my skincare regimen, but I this is way more than just weight loss, okay? And I've said this in a previous video, but I'm repeating myself for the people that may have just found me on week number 8 and haven't seen the other 7 videos. So the first thing you need to do is go ahead and subscribe to the channel and welcome to Tasha on Demand. Um, Join the other fearless men and women, women and men here on the channel and join the comments. If you've taken this, you've gotten results, you may have already reached your full weight loss goal. Tell us how much you've lost. Tell us about your journey. Give us some encouragement because for the last 2 weeks, I have not been encouraged looking at that scale. We have been programmed to think of weight loss by the scale, the clothes. Like this sweatshirt I got about I think in like 22, and I haven't really been able to wear it because it was just kind of tight putting it on, and it was fitting. But today, because it's been hanging visibly in my closet, I decided I'm gonna throw on my sweatshirt and put on I have a t-shirt under it because little stomach I didn't want to show. And then I just have some wide leggings and some canvas tennis shoes because it is Friday and it's real relaxed around here and it's getting a little chilly. We're in the fall season. So I figured I will put this on because the office get cold and then I don't have to put on my cardigan because I already have a sweatshirt on. So yeah, what else? I lost some weight this week. I did. I'm going to show you guys like I usually do, voiceover. And I did not document anything that I ate this week because again, I've just been busy, but I intend to. I intend to share my food intake along with my weigh-in because here's what I ate yesterday and the scale did change. So I gained a few ounces, and I'm thinking it's based off my food. This is documenting and journaling your weight loss journey, even if you're not on any GLP-1s. It's good to document your day-to-day activities because then you can kind of see what's causing your body to react. Like I I really do think at this point in my life, based off my stage in life, because again, women we change, men even change, But I'm a woman, so I can speak on myself, right? So I document. I ate three hash browns, well, kind of like two and a half because I just finished up my leftovers. Sometimes I cook my food and bring it up here. We do have an air fryer here, but I made myself like 6 eggs with cheese. Then I brought them up here, and I have a refrigerator here. So I made three hash browns, and I only ate two and a half. But that did cause the scale to go up. Why? Because hash browns is processed and it's considered a carb. It's Trader Joe's hash browns are the ones that I ate. So those little things like that, excuse me, can be useful with us figuring out what's going on with our body. Unfortunately, we can't eat like we used to. Like, I wouldn't even think to go to McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, because I know Subway, all that bread, I know what it will do to me if I eat it. I know that the next day I probably will, my clothes will be tight. The scale would say an extra pound. Like it's just certain things. As women, we have to actually not indulge in anymore as we mature in age. And that's why mentioned to you guys about lose it. If you want to document your weight in your food intake, that's a great way to do it. Once I get everything settled, I'm not really focusing on remodeling and I'm not super busy. I will be, more mindful of the app. I used to scan everything, like if I used to weigh everything. And back when I started my weight loss journey, 10 years ago, which means that I was 10 years younger, which means that I could still incorporate chips and everything. I ate a lot of TV dinners. Like I think I mentioned this before. I used to eat a lot of, Marie Callender, lean cuisine, and because I was calorie based. But if you look a little further down and look at the carbs, a lean cuisine could cost you 50 carbs. And really, you shouldn't be eating no more if you want to stay close to like a ketosis plus this medicine to really work, it is optimal. I think that we should stay under 20 grams of carbs a day. So how do you maximize? Because this is expensive. We don't want to um, circulate or spend so much money on this prescription and just to get off of it and not have or be able to sustain the weight loss because we never trained ourselves to eat properly while we were on it. Now, I did see a special with Oprah Winfrey. She said that she was sitting down with a doctor that actually run a clinic that prescribed this. She said that this medicine been around for 20 years. It's just becoming popular now, right? But In that documentary, she was saying that this is the type of medicine that you would need to be on, you know, probably for the rest of our lives. And it's because obesity is just like any other diagnosis. Because I don't like to use the word, disease, but any other diagnosis, like high blood pressure or diabetes or any of those other things, they have to be treated, right? So, but once you hit your weight loss goal, once I hit my weight loss goal, and now I'm not taking this every week, and I'm not, pretty much mega dosing on it. I go down to microdosing and maintenance, and but you still have to maintain a diet that's going to help you optimize this medicine in a way that you will either again maintain your body weight or continue to gradually lose weight. So we have to still train our self to eat food that is still going to be healthy for us, right? So I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. And I know some people will be in the comments or maybe not or saying to themselves, well, I know someone that still eat hot chips. I know someone that still, eat a lot of Chipotle and whatever the going thing is out here to eat, and they eat it on a regular basis. I had beignets because I was celebrating my children's birthday, but that's not something that I will eat every day. Like I absolutely do not indulge in sugary products or a lot of processed foods regularly. So make that a little treat of yours. We're going into the holidays, and we're going to be tempted with a lot of good looking food, and just through memory we remember that pecan pie and peach cobbler and that pound cake. And I need to stop because I do not want to make you think about all the delicious foods out there when I don't have a taste for it because I'm on this. But you know, you do it in moderation and enjoy the holiday. Know that, the scale may not go down, but as we go into the new year, you get back on your regular regimen and just try to be more disciplined with your food, right? So I think I kind of went off on a tangent, but hopefully someone can, get this information and make it useful. We can't use this as, it's not a miracle drug, right? It's not something that will get rid of your weight loss issues for the rest of your life. It is to assist you with, losing weight and kind of balancing out your body, your hormones, and different things as well. Again, this is just not about the scale, it's about all of the inflammation. Because even, and I wanted to touch on this video may be a little longer than what I intended, that I remember looking at, Serena, which is Serena Williams. That's what made me decide to go ahead and move forward. I had been, entertaining it. I talked to my doctor about it, and I was like, well, let's just see if I could get the weight off without this medication. And I tried, like a year, and I think I lost maybe about 30 pounds, and that was with starvation and being at the gym 5 days a week and stand there for 2 hours. I lost the 30 pounds, but then the scale was still teetering and playing with me. And no one wants to be in starvation mode, right? So when I seen Serena Williams had started taking this medication, and you just look at her old photos and old videos from when she was at the peak, at the pinnacle, like her body was physically fit, Grand Slam champion, 23 Grand Slam champion. Like, no one has beat her record, and she was inflamed. I knew it was going to be okay for me to move forward to take this medication because she looks so much slender. She looks so much healthier. And a lot of people, because they have been programmed to think that fluffiness and inflammation is sexy, that is healthy. It may look good, but is it right? So is it healthy? She looks so much slimmer. She look, you know, her skin look better. But again, you look at her old photos and old pictures, she looked really, fluffy. She looked inflamed. And sometimes things that look good is not good. And we know that with food. So it's not always healthy. So again, I know I kind of went on, veered off my usual content, but I'm going to go in depth about this because this medication is not cheap at all. Like, you have to either have a budget for this, or you have to, deny yourself something to purchase this, okay? And to stay on it for a long enough time to get the results. So we don't want to, you know, purchase this expensive medication and don't actually maintain the results that we get. Um, I noticed that when I have, sometimes I'll go and get a few rotisseries, and I may keep, one here at the office again, and I can throw it in the air fryer to warm it up and just have a half of a chicken. That scale will go down. So I can see a pound weight loss just based off me eating chicken. I don't know if I also mentioned this in a previous video. I went vegetarian, not vegan, for like 7 years. And this is during my weight loss journey. And again, it all worked at first. That's because I wasn't perimenopause. And I think what I did was I messed up my, what they call it, metabolic system, with all of the uh, ultra processed foods, because the first thing we think is when someone have vegan friendly, organic, those type of words on boxed food. Anything that's in a box, nine times out of 10 is just not going to be healthy for you unless you're in the frozen food section and you're getting frozen vegetables, because of course some things are out of season, or we just don't have, we shop once a week and we don't want to buy fresh because they go bad, right? But other than that, anything that's in the frozen food section that's in a box is probably not going to be good for us over a long period of time. So picture this: about 7 years of not eating any meat, any protein at all, and eating a bunch of TV dinners and ultra processed food. My body literally, I remember being in the shower, and I got dizzy just standing up in the shower. Like, my body started reacting to that abuse. Some people may not think, well, it's food. Just because the FDA approved it does not make it a healthy food. Okay. So that's my history. That's my story. It will unfold as things start coming out in what I call a conversation between me and my viewers. Um, I apologize that this video was longer than possible, but I'm back on track and I'm back here on Fridays, and I will upload this video before I leave the office. It's 2 o'clock, so you should see this video around 3 o'clock when I'm done editing. And let's go ahead and do the voiceover. If anyone have any questions or requests or things that you want me to go over about my health and wellness journey, just ask. I'll answer. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to go ahead and do the voiceover so you can see exactly how much weight I lost this week. I'm excited. 17th, I weighed in at 296.17, and the 19th, because I didn't weigh myself on the 18th, I lost 9 ounces. On the 20th, I lost 1.2. I believe the 20th is Monday. Now, I did eat a beignet, just an original beignet, on the Sunday, the 19th. No. Okay, yes, let me get my dates right. So Sunday the 19th, I did have a beignet in a large matcha. I ordered, I put sugar cane and a pump of lavender in there with almond milk. So it's about, I think it was like 20 ounce cup. So I did have a matcha on this day. And on the 20th, I lost 1.2 pounds. Now, on Friday, I did eat all you can eat sushi. I mentioned that. So I'm just saying my diet for the weekend kind of went off my usual path, but it did not affect the scale Monday. It's registering at 1.2 pounds. So, okay, let's see what happened on Tuesday. Another ounce, I guess that is, yes, another ounce. Maybe those beignets were catching up with me. I did eat 2 beignets Monday. I did. I had a half of a regular beignet and I had a half of a turtle beignet. So like sprinkled with chocolate and caramel and cream cheese sauce. And that's what happened on Tuesday. Here is Wednesday, a pound. I don't know what I had on Wednesday or Tuesday besides the beignets. I don't remember. But that's the weight. And then another pound the next day, which was Thursday. Yes. The 22nd was Wednesday. The 23rd was Thursday. And today I actually gained 2 ounces. And yesterday, Thursday, that's when I said I had 6 eggs. They were just scrambled or like an omelet with cheese that I did not weigh. And I put salsa on it, and I had some leftover guacamole that I wanted to finish up before it went bad, and I had about 3 or 4 spoonfuls of guacamole on top of my eggs. It tasted pretty good, okay? And then I cooked in the air fryer 3 Trader Joe's hash browns, but I only actually ate 2.5 because I started getting full. So I don't know if that caused that 2 ounces because of those carbs, but that was the only thing that I ate all day. I did have my morning coffee, which is about a 24-ounce Starbucks cup. I don't measure my cream because I just pour it to my liking, whatever it looked like. And then that's what I have. And sometimes I'll put my detox coffee in there. Okay, so there is no document of my food this week, but I just still wanted to show you so I can get in the rhythm of showing you my food, because I'm actually going to document what I eat tonight. But up here, let's talk about my macros and why I chose this. I just did a little research, and from what I found, these macros will make you successful based off my weight loss goal. My weight loss goal is to hit 180 pounds again, because I was in a comfortable size 12. I was healthy and I liked the way my jeans and everything fit. So I kind of want to get myself back down to a healthy weight. Okay. So these are the macros that I chose. It tells you based off your goal, your current weight, your goal, and your lifestyle. That's how the calories are calculated. If you, again, are trying to optimize this prescription and get the best from it, I would stay within the calories and the macros, okay? That's like total discipline. But this medication is to help us mentally keep our mind off of eating, because we all know that's watching this video, and myself included, that it takes very little food to survive. Majority of people overeat, like all of us do at some point. So the medicine is to help us mentally keep our mind focused on something else other than eating. When our body is satisfied, it stops us from eating so much food. So that is kind of like what the medicine do for you, so you can achieve your weight loss. Okay, so we have fat, carbs, and proteins. So I set my protein as 140. Some days I have met that protein goal, and most of the time I don't. If I could just hit 180, I'm happy. And then carbs. Remember I mentioned earlier in the video that if you want to stay like in a ketosis state, then you need to keep your carbs under 20 grams. Why would you want to be in ketosis while on GLP-1s? Because again, we're optimizing our medication. We don't want to be wasting money injecting ourselves with high dosages of GLP-1s just to try to see some weight loss, when we can actually help the medicine help us just by keeping up with our macros and knowing exactly what is going into our body. Okay, so then let's get to fat. Fat could be tricky because there are some healthy fats. Like you can eat a real stick of butter. And when I say real, that means not margarine. I mean like real butter that have only 1 to 2 ingredients in it, and it is considered a healthy fat. Most people cook their steaks in real butter. Like tonight, I'm going to have lamb chops, and they're marinating now in seasoning, and I'm going to cook them on top of the stove, saute them on top of the stove in real butter, and then I'm going to finish them off by putting them in the oven so they can be tender. So fats can be tricky. Avocado is a healthy fat. Almonds, like anything that's like peanuts and healthy and earthy, are considered healthy fats. So again, you can just go and Google that. Saturated fats is those things that we probably shouldn't be eating that much of. This app will help you calculate that saturated fat. All you have to do is just scan the box, the product, or whatever, and it will actually help you calculate that and keep it under control. Then we have sugar. We know sugar is sugar, and it's not really that good for us. It's not very many desserts that we can eat that are going to have, be healthy for us. Even eating fruit can cause sugar spikes. So in my opinion, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist. This is just me, learning, reading, researching that even, some fruit can cause sugar spikes and cause, other things to go on. So be mindful of that as well. Okay, so let's go on to my fitness. This week, I went to the gym on the 22nd, which was Wednesday, and I did 3.13 miles. That first mile, I ran it, and I think I ran under 13 minutes. My goal is to get to 10 minutes. 1 mile in 10 minutes, but I really don't pay attention to the calories and stuff like that burned. I pay attention to my heart rate and things like that, because I know that the gym is like number 2 on the list of weight loss. Number 1 is going to be your food intake. Abs are not made in the gym, they're made in the kitchen. And that is the end of my video. I thank you so much for staying here this long. This was a very long video, but I just had a lot to say about health and wellness. I will see you on week number 9, and my injection will be 5 milligrams this week, and then we're going up another dosage. So like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to be here next week.